This is a tutorial for a cheek stain lab using a microscope. For your cheek stain lab, you will need a microscope, a slide, a cover slip, a pipette, a stain, which if I do recall was iodine, a toothpick, distilled water, and a paper towel. First, you will get a slide and put one little droplet of distilled water using the pipette onto the slide, as you see so. You will then scrape the inside of your cheek using a toothpick. And you will do this for around 1 minute, and you will do it in a circular motion. After using the sample from your cheek, you will mix the sample into the droplet of water onto the slide, mixing very gently for 1 minute or so. You will then get a droplet of the stain provided and put it onto the droplet of water, and you will let this sit for 1 minute. So then the dye will dye the bacteria in your mouth. So, what we're trying to get. Sorry. You will then grab your cover slip and angle it at a 45-degree angle and slowly bring it down until it hits the slide. So then there are no air bubbles within the image. So then the air bubbles will no longer become a problem. And that's how your slide should look. After having the cover slip on the stain, you will then put 1 droplet of distilled water on one of the ends and have a paper towel ready. And this is to soak up as much of the dye as you can to get a clear image. Place the paper towel on the opposite side of where you put the droplet of distilled water to suck out as much of the dye as you can. This acts as a vacuum. And that's where the droplet of distilled water is, or was, and this is what it's doing. So it's acting as a vacuum, pushing all the dye over into the paper towel. Your slide should look similar to this, and if it doesn't, then you should repeat the steps on the previous slide to receive and achieve a slide that looks similar to this image. So it should be even barely even visible. You will then place the slide onto the microscope, having the stage all the way down to the bottom and having it on the lowest objective. This is how it looks like on a low power objective. This is how it looks like on a medium power objective. And this is how it looks like on a high power objective. I hope to see your guys' tutorials similar to this and or better than this. Thank you.